Hey, good morning, almost afternoon, I believe. This is episode 6 on my knitting and crocheting podcast. Welcome, my name is Sharon. If you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Okay, so I haven't made a podcast in a while. I think it's been like 2 weeks, not sure. But for those of you that watch, you know that I'm pregnant, still pregnant. And those of you that first time watching, I'm pregnant. I'm 37 weeks now. I know I said that like a week ago, but they changed my due date for some reason. I don't know. So I'm like a week behind. I'm supposed to be 38 weeks, but I'm 37 weeks. Yeah. Anyway, so back to the knitting and crocheting. And if you're new, I have a different set of podcasts, my vlogs. You're welcome to go watch those on my channel. They're on a different playlist. Those talk more about my life than knitting and crocheting. So if you're interested on that, hey, go watch. If not, then just keep watching this. Okay, so this is my new setup. This is going to be my new room, my private room for my setup. I'm not officially set up yet because I haven't brought my knitting and crocheting stuff here, like my yarn and all that. I'm starting to work on my backdrop. Slowly, it'll be changing. And I'll be sitting down, so I'll be like that. So I'm standing up right now. My son, he's gotten into the habit of like making weird noises like that. I think I don't know. But when we're out, I tell him, please don't do that, because people turn around like there's something wrong with him. But he's just like, very expressive. We went to eat yesterday at Texas Roadhouse. I'll never go there again. Not to that location. Everybody was friendly, everything, but the cook does not cook the meat the way that you request it. And I can't eat red meat, like raw from inside the steak. And I asked for it extra well done, like no red in it. And when he brought it, it was red. The waitress brought it, it was so red. And I told them if they can cook it a bit more. I guess they did. They charred it from the outside, but the inside was still red. So I said, I can't eat this. I can't. Like, I always get sick for some reason. I know some people love like bloody and all that. I always get sick. I end up throwing up, violently ill, not just with meat, that kind of meat, like different meats. They all have to be like beef jerky, basically, in order for me to be able to eat that. So, but we went to eat there yesterday, and my son was just like, he was having a ball. And he kept making that noise, and I kept telling him, no, baby, don't, And people kept looking at him and, like, wondering, I guess, if there's something wrong with him. As I know, not wrong, I don't want to say that. Something, like he had a disability or something. And that I know of, till now, he doesn't. Okay, anyway, let's go back to knitting and crocheting. I got off topic. That should be for my vlog, right? I went shopping yesterday. Okay. I still even though I'm not currently working on anything, so I don't have any whips to show. I don't have any FOs. Nothing, just purchases I made. So, sorry if I keep doing that. I woke up with the worst allergies. I had really bad allergies this morning. It rained in North Texas, and I think that had something to do with it. Like, it rained a lot this morning. Okay, so I went to Fort Worth. I tried a different store than my usual store. I usually go to the Knitting Fairy in Grand Prairie, Texas. I live in Arlington, Texas, so I'll travel if I have to around DFW to find a place that's open on a Sunday. And I got a place that was open on Sunday also in Fort Worth. And they are, I think it's West Fort Worth. They're close to downtown, but they're on the west side. And I've never been there, so I thought, why not? I told my boyfriend, let's go buy some yarn. He looks at me like I'm crazy because he's like, don't you have enough yarn? You can never have enough yarn. Never. Or needles. You just can't. So he said, okay, let's go. So we ended up going, and I got so excited that I wanted to record inside the store, but I didn't because they had like a spinning class going on, which I think is so cool. I would love to attend a spinning class one day. There are a lot of people there. I mean, a lot of people in that spinning class. I was like, wow. I mean, they took up most of the store. And then I think they had another class going on in the back of the store, kind of like considered not the back, but like the second part of the store where you really don't go back there, because I could hear the instructor teaching somebody how to like knit and stuff and read like people and read patterns. I thought that was so cool. As soon as you walk in, I'm getting ahead of myself. The place is called W7W West 7th Wool. Remember, in Fort Worth, Texas. So if you are in the area, visit it. If not, go to their website. They have so much yarn. So off the bat, I went in right away. I don't know. I think he's one of the owners, or I don't know. But he came up there. I think he owns it with his like girlfriend, his wife, or something. I don't know. He comes up to me and he asked me if I needed help, and of course I said no, thank you. And you know what? I'm sorry to say, but the other store that I went to, they'll say hi, but they don't really offer help. The guy did. The lady that owns the place really doesn't. She's more into her class. This guy, he wasn't part of the class. He was standing at the register with his wife or girlfriend. I don't know why I would say wife. And they were knitting, but he dropped it right away, and he walked up to me and he asked me if I needed some help and blah blah. And I told him that it was my first time in the store and I just wanted to look around. So he started explaining to me where everything was. It's not labeled like this is this type of wool, this type of wool, this type of yarn, you know, like that. He explained to me where fingering weight yarn, DK weight yarn, the local dyers, you know, things like that. And I thought, that is awesome. That's nice of him to have done that. So he did that, and then I explained to him that I wanted to work on a sweater, like that faded sweater that's so I can't even think of the word, so faded or something. You know, I'm kind of thinking of working on something like that, similar to that. And he said, "Oh, my wife's working on it." And sure enough, when I went on their Facebook page, on their business page, she is working on it, and it's really pretty. The colors that she chose. And I said, "Oh, that's awesome." So I said, "Do you have any of the kits, like the, you know, like the whole kit?" And he said, "We don't." He's like, "But we have enough variety. I mean, you can choose them." So I said, "Okay, let me see what you have." So I went to the fingering weight section, and they didn't really have colors that appeal to me. I think he said they were supposed to like get a shipment soon. They hadn't got one yet. So I was just like, okay, I'll just keep looking. You know, I still want to buy yarn, even if it's not for that, or even if it's a different type of weight. So, my son. So I went to a different section of the store, like right in the middle of the store, and I found DK yarn, which is like 100% merino, and it's DK, but it's like flexible, I guess. And I like their colors. Like, I really like their options. Like I said, they were running low on most of them, so I only got 3 skeins. I could have got more. I wanted to get more, but I got 3 for now. And then once I start whatever I decide to work on, I'll go get some more that'll match the colors that I got. No problem. I'm more than happy to go and get more yarn. So let me get into it. The yarn. This is a bag, W7W, and my son's looking for me. Here is the first color I'm going to use for the top part. I don't know if it's going to be a raglan. I mean, it's going to be raglan because I'm going to work on it top down. I don't know if it's going to be a closed one, a closed sweater, the faded sweater that's so faded, or a cardigan. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. I'm looking at the patterns. So this is my first. I already caked this up last night, because I'm going to the doctor today and I wanted to start working on it in the doctor's office. Here's the cake, the color. Isn't that nice? That's so pretty, the color. I mean, I like this. I like this. The reason I chose like greenish color, I can't, the lighting is like no good here. I have to change my lighting. I really do have to buy new light bulbs for this podcast, because it's not going to work having the ones that I have on now. So I decided to go with the greenish tint for sweater or whatever I'm going to make, cardigan, because they had a lot of yellows. I'm not a fan of yellow. I know this has a bit of it, but the other ones were like super yellow, and I don't like wearing yellow. My skin tone does not complement yellow, or the other way around, whatever. So this color is called Fly, I believe. Yeah, Fly. It's called Fly. And it's from Merino DK Hedgehog Fibers. I need to hide the price. Merino DK Hedgehog Fibers. So, I don't know if you guys can, there we go. So, like I said, this is ordered, they wait for their shipment, and it's hand dyed, and it's kind of pricey, but it's worth it. So, and I know you can get on Etsy or, you know, online, but I'd rather just have it now. So what I'm going to pay for shipping, I'll pay extra at the store. It's the same. Okay, my next one, I have not caked it up, is Cheeky. I believe that's what it's called. Well, let me go in order. So I'm going to use that for the top, and when I'm almost done with that one, I'm going to use this one. This one is Monet. So this one is here. I have not caked it up. Isn't that pretty? All the colors. That's nice, isn't it? And it's also DK, and it's from the same dyer. It's from Hedgehog Fibers. And then after that, I'm going to switch to this color, which is the Cheeky color, I believe. Yeah, Cheeky. Isn't that pretty? There we go. I hate the glare of the lighting. Hopefully it's not that way when it comes out on video. So I will do top. Then I'm gonna do next one into this one, blend it to this one, then this one. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that like a pretty little, you know, color variation for a sweater? Luckily, I'm really, as you can see, I'm even pink in color. I'm red, but I'm light skinned. So, any color looks good. I know some people are picky with the colors, but mine I just don't like yellow. I wanted originally like a turquoise color, but it's hard to find a set that's turquoise. So, sorry, I'm drinking Starbucks coffee. I haven't had breakfast yet. I woke up late today. Last night I didn't feel good. I'm so ready to have this baby, and I've been saying that, and this baby doesn't want to come out. So last night I went to sleep at, I think it was like 2 in the morning. Then I woke up at 5:30 in the morning. Could not go back to sleep. My son woke up at 6:30 in the morning. Did not go back to sleep till 8:30. So I was awake from 6:30 in the morning. So I only slept from 2:30 to 6:30. I mean like 2:30. And then when he went to sleep, I went to sleep, and he woke up again at 10:30, almost 11. So I woke up at that time. So it hasn't been a long time that I woke up. And I have an appointment to my OB today, and I missed it. It was supposed to be at 10:55. It's past 11. And they called me, and I was about to call and be like, can I reschedule? But they called me, and luckily the doctor's on call, so she doesn't have like official appointments. So they changed my appointment to 2 something today. So I'm heading to Mansfield, Texas today at after 2:15, I think is my appointment. So I said, why not make a video before I go? I hope that I've dilated a bit more. I doubt it. I'm so like disappointed. 37 weeks. Who wants to be 37 weeks? I know some people want to be to 40 and let your baby cook and all that. My baby doesn't need to cook. He's already almost 8 pounds. He's more than cooked. He will be like really cooked, charred by the time he comes out. Anyway, so I have that. Oops, I forgot to put it back in my little baggie. So I put it in my little bag that I bought previously, that I showed before, and I do keep the tag with it. I forgot to put it inside the cake, but I'm keeping them together. I need to cake those up. I didn't have time yesterday. We got home really late. So that's my little adventure. I really wish I would have got more. They would have had more variety that I liked. They do have a lot of yarn, don't get me wrong, but not speckled. It's mostly striped or solid colors. I wanted to get something that was like this. Not solid and not striped. Just, you know, like that. Whoa. I hope I'm not showing the price. You know, it's not up to me to show the price. So I am going to say I spent almost $100 on 3 skeins. That's how pricey it is. I usually will go online and I'll buy like 4 or 5 skeins with that price. And they're really good, but it's worth it. And it's worth going to the shop. They have a lot, like, I was looking at their schedules online and stuff. They have a lot of classes. I wish they were so much closer. Why can't there be a store in Arlington or Mansfield? Grand Prairie is not that far from me, but I hardly go up north. I'm usually up, like, down here south, you know? I live in Arlington, so for me, Mansfield is actually closer because I live on the bottom part of Arlington. I don't live on that side. That side is kind of scary of Arlington. I live on this side, like I mentioned before. So yes, that's it. That's all I did yesterday. Just, you know, I went to dinner with my family. I went to yarn shopping. Oh, and this was my first time going to that side. I went to downtown Fort Worth. I've been to one side of downtown Fort Worth, which was not very pretty. It was kind of like ugly. I went to that side. It is so pretty. It reminded me of downtown Los Angeles. It made me sad. It made me miss it. So we went over there and I was just like, this looks like downtown LA. It's starting to. All the buildings are new. The offices are new. Like, it's more modernized. It just reminded me of the lofts. Like, now they have lofts on top of the restaurants like they do over there. I mean, it's so pretty. You see all these, like, hippies. I don't want to say hippies. All these, like, people, you know, walking around. And just the vibe reminded me so much of downtown LA. And I just told them, it just seems like it. And if I would have seen this place, I would have said, let's come over here. Everything's like right under us. We could have just rented a loft, but no, we came all the way over here. So that was it. So if you're in the Fort Worth area, visit that store, W7W West 7th Wool. Awesome store. Awesome customer service. So I gotta go. Have a great week. And I'll come back and hopefully I have some works in progress. I have, you know, something done. I have my socks done. I don't know if I showed them in my last video, but like I said, I don't have my setup correctly yet. So, and I'm going to go and record my vlog. So you're welcome to go watch that. Bye. Oh, wait, before I say bye, this Christmas, I'm going to knit for my family members. Hopefully I can go to California in December. My sister, we're speaking again. I mean, we weren't, like I said before, I was kind of lonely. I wasn't having contact with my family. They came back into my life, both of my sisters, and, you know, they sent me a message, and I said, why not? You know, let bygones be bygones. So we're slowly but surely building up our relationship again. We're old enough to do that. So she invited me to go in December for Christmas. I want to go. I really do. I'm going to try my best to go. If I can't, I'll just send them the gifts. But I'm planning to make them sweaters. If this one turns out really good, I'm going to make them sweaters. And I'm going to make the kids socks. So I got a lot of knitting to do. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. I got to go. Seriously. 19 minutes is enough. 20 minutes is enough. Bye.